Good protein, by the way. A little shout out to old Jim. Jim Stopani. Well, we are here at Smith Lake. A lot of history here over the years. I think I've done well here. I had a chance to win one of the tournaments here years ago. Mostly been here in the spring though, during the spawn, that time of the year. Never been here this time of the year, which I don't think anybody's really had there's not been a big major tournament this time of the year. So we're just gonna approach it. Pretty simple. I mean, these fish, the neat thing about this lake is there's not a big migration on this lake. It's not like the fish go from here to way over here. I mean, it's a super deep, clear lake river system. So those spots just move up and down in the water. So when they spawn, they go up on the bank. And when they're not spawning, they just go right out here. They don't swim far away. So every area that I've ever caught them before, it's the same areas we're gonna catch them this time. So, let's get after it. Yeah, this looks good. Okay. Yeah, you can see your minnow good, dude. It's showing up nice. Oh, this is gonna be fun, dude. This is gonna be fun week right here, bud. It's a big one too. A little shaky minnow. Dude, he just turned around. It's a big spot. A real big spot. Look at them all coming up with it. Dude, oh my gosh, there's all over the screen. Dude, I can't get him up. He's so big. Look at him, Dad. There's two of them. Look at him. Look at him coming up with him. The one with him. Oh my gosh, there's a big one with him. Big spot. Look at that spot. Look at that spot, dude. Look at that spot, bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ka-donk. Ka-donk. Look at that spot, guys. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. Look at that. Look at that. Let's let him go. Let's let him go. Beautiful. Hey, let me. Look at that, beautiful, dude. This is gonna be a fun week. Y'all, that was my little minnow. My little minnow. I'm just learning what to do. I'm a little minnow, a little shaky minnow. This is gonna be fun. I like it. I like it. So I gotta give a huge shout out right now to Sea Clear Power. So my boat stayed up here in between tournaments. I had Nathan go through and tune everything up. Basically sent my boat to the doctor's office. You know, we were a little rough on stuff this year. Just some wires were not in the best condition. We put some filters on some wire. Anyways, he tricked it out, and it is super, super crisp and clear, and exactly what I wanted. So huge thank you to Nathan Martin, Sea Clear Power. Obviously I have the Sea Clear Power harness in here. Everything's hooked up correctly. But yeah, I'm seeing so much better. I mean, I can see this little tiny bait at 100 feet, no problem at all. As far as I want to cast it, I can see this bait, and that's important when I do like this. Obviously, Sonar is going to be a big deal this week. Excited about it. I mean, just a little bit I've been here already. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it. So, but you have to have good sonar. So this is the Garmin 34 right here, and it is super good. Super good. I've got a little bait pop on my bait, obviously, just kind of help enhance that. But you can see this fish right here under the boat, literally right there. Watch my bait sinking down. Bait's at 10 feet. Bait's at 15 feet. I missed the fish. The fish is, I think, swam by. There might be another one right there, though. 20 feet below the boat. Oh, see, there's some out there on that stump at 70, 80. He's going. But anyways, it's a big deal to be able to see good. And so I just wanted to share that with you because there's a lot of interference. I have Dakota lithium batteries, which is a big deal. It keeps my voltage really high throughout the whole day. Because if you use lead batteries, as the day progresses and you dwindle down your power, you start losing your voltage. When you lose your voltage, you lose your picture, and that's why it's important. A lot of people, you know, there's so many different choices out there for lithium battery companies, obviously, but Dakota Lithium is what I use. Obviously, it's really good stuff. They sponsor Bassmaster. They sponsor a lot of guys on tour. I mean, these guys know what they're doing, but that's a big deal. Having constant high voltage to these units is a big advantage. Watch this, watch this. I don't know if that's a fish or not, but let's just watch. I mean, if it's something. That's another good one. It's another good one. He's kind of out here, just two of them. Not a big one, but decent fish. What is he, a 2-pounder? Right at 2 pounds. You know, it's just, I think, you know, you're going to throw it a bunch that don't bite. You're going to throw it at some that do. It's a nice 2-pounder right there. Nice. I like it, dude. Kind of new deal for me. I'm not a big minnow guy, but, you know, I really spent a lot of time thinking about what I needed. And I like it. I got the right little setup. You know, I've been playing around with different length rods for this technique, and I'm no expert on it, but I'll say what feels good. So I've fished before a lot of 7.2 to 7.4 rods just because that's what I have, but this is a 6.9 carbon light, nice action, and it's small enough and light enough that I can just do those little micro shakes. You get too long of a rod and it's just too much going on. The little shorter rods, you can just I'm barely shaking it with this braid, 10-pound P-line braid, just barely shaking it and they're biting it. So I like the rod, 6.9 so far. And that's the shallow spool, which the drag's been great so far, and I'm not wasting a bunch of braid. So that's the shallow spool lose custom light. So anyways, that's my setup, guys. One thing to consider is this. There's points, and every one of these points has a school of spots. And every one of these community hole points has seen lures their whole life. I maybe need to focus on small, do-nothing points that people don't ever fish. Just look for those individual singles or doubles on places where they haven't seen a lot of baits. I think you'll have a better chance of catching them. I think they'll even be a little bigger fish, to be honest with you. Because a lot of times on these schools, you know, there's a mix of size fish in there, and they're all competing, and you waste a lot of time trying to catch them. I'm going to spend a lot of time this week just cruising down just places where I think no one's probably ever fished before, and see if we can't locate some bigger spots that way. That's what I think. Oh. Yeah. They're busting. A decent one. Good keeper. Good keeper. Oh. See, these were way out here. This feels like a striper. Possibly a striper. Just the way it's fighting different. Oh, nice spot. Gotta see if he's 15 inches. I bet he is. Spots are long. There's a 15-inch limit here. That's crazy. No. Dude, he's not. 15 inches. That's right. Oh, I got another good one. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a keeper. Look at that one. Holy crap, bro. Like 50. Just a... No, I'm messing with you. Dude, that's a freaking 3.5 pounder. That's a big one right there, guys. Yeah. We'll pretend like it's a striper. Is that a largemouth? No, it's a stripe spot. No, I'm pretending it's a striper because there's a boat right next to me. That's a spot. 3-pounder. I'm on the phone with Matt right now. I got the earpiece in, and he's like, "What? Oh my gosh! How deep? What size bait? What's your waypoint? What's your latitude? What's your longitude?" Okay, I'm gonna show y'all something really cool. Now, all year long, we haven't done a ton of live scoping, some, but here, Smith Lake, no hiding it. We're live scoping, just the way it's gonna be. Now, we will throw top water. We're gonna do some other things, but this right here is the extension pole for the Beat Down Outdoors. I'll show you how cool this is. I'm gonna loosen this up. This is how quick and easy. Drop that down. Unscrew that cap. Right there. Put that in there. Okay. Lift it up. Right there. Now, the reason I did that is A, I'm doing the minnow, and B, I can now move this depending on the sun, which is important. The glare really is fierce. So now I can sit here and do this. When I pull up on a spot, just move it around. Literally just go like this and move it. So Very cool. Beat down outdoors for you right there. That's good stuff, dude. So much fun. I'm not 100% sure it's a keeper. Oh gosh, big one, dude. Nice spot there, look at that one. Fat one. It's a 2-pounder. Okay. Nice fat one. Probably right at 2 pounds. All right, guys. I didn't have my Chesty on about half the day, but so far I'm not disappointed in today. I think today was actually a good day. I learned a lot. Got a couple little things going with some bait. So obviously the minnow, some other little tricky stuff that I've got going on. I probably caught a dozen keepers today. The biggest ones were, of course, this morning. I didn't catch any big ones, but I did see some bigger fish that came after my baits that I saw swarming behind it, or I was reeling in like a small keeper, and there's a 3-pounder behind it. So, you know, I found enough places that have schools of fish that I think you just keep rotating around. You know, you'll catch some, obviously, some 2.5 and 3 pound fish in some of those places. Today's only day one. We got a lot more to kind of figure out. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Not real sure what we're going to do tomorrow. I think we're going to do a lot of the same tomorrow, but just a different part of the lake is kind of the plan. So it's a neat lake. A lot of fish in this place. I used my mount today up high like that. Made it so much better because it allowed me to move this thing based on the glare real good. So I know I'm coming in a little early, but I got about 4 hours of sleep last night. All right, let's go. Pretty good lake. Pretty good lake. There's a good part of me that wants to tomorrow just to like really just graph mostly, not throw at many fish. I think throwing at them's a bad idea because you're just I'm showing them the bait and I'm catching a few fish and it's just not beneficial really. I mean, what's it matter? There's a school of fish down there and I can kind of tell how big they are by the marks. And then there's other people fishing them. So it's just the less that you pressure the fish, the better. So I'm going to go up the other arm tomorrow, spend a lot of time looking for some more fish. I'll probably cut the hook off so they can bite it but not get hooked, which would be kind of nice. And that's it, you know. I don't know if we're going to do anything too far off of that, but we just need to find some areas. There was definite areas today where there was a bigger grade of fish, and that's what we had to find up the other arm. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we want to figure out how to win this tournament, and 15 pounds a day to win. If I catch 5 3-pounders a day, it's 15 pounds. That's what I think.
I take these men's multivitamins, and I left them in the truck today, and it was a cool 100,000 degrees in the truck, and now it's just 1 megavitamin.
Just get a spoon.
So maybe if I just eat, look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I tried to like rub my finger in there and try to gauge how many would 2 be.
I had a hole in
But
my
then,
poncho.
look, like if I do my finger in there, like, see, this is what happens.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Thank you.
I had a
Go ahead,
hole in
chew
my
on it.
poncho when I got to my truck. I had some bullets laying on it. It got so hot they just went off.
No, that would be bad.
I've never had my carpet so hot. Like if you touch
Oh, it was hot.
certain places on the boat, it'll dang light you up. Light you up big time, dude.
Feet. Pulled chicken?
Full moon. Chicken.
What's full moon?
Full moon
Is it?
barbecue. It's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it here?
No, I drove to Birmingham and got
Well, I didn't know if you brought it from yesterday or something.
Yeah, some dumb questions sometimes.
Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. It's over. They ain't got time to score. Oh my God. I can't believe this, dude.
They want it, dude. They want it. We're not even filming this.
I can't even like.
McCoy's tripping right now.
I can't believe Panther just won the cup.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta call Sam. I feel so bad. I turned my phone off. Holy shit.
Wow. Hey, they won, dude.
That's that guy. Yeah. Oh, that is awesome. Look at the drone.
Oh my God, they're gonna rip the whole thing down. Is that their first ever?
30 years.
Really?
Goalie, baby. He showed up again tonight.
All right, so they just won the Stanley Cup, guys. How about that?
That was awesome. How much money did you put on it, Canberra?
Dude, I won $5.
We didn't put any money on it.
You bet you.
I won
you was gonna bet the
130.
Oilers.
I bet 130.
130? 130
On
bucks.
Florida?
That was cool.
In the beginning of the season.
So he was stressing so
What they
bad.
gonna pay?
Oh, I won 130.
He was stressing so bad. I knew they were gonna win. How about that though? Winning in Florida.
Stressful hockey game I've ever
I've
That
told.
was cool.
I told him it was, or Dixie even said it's gonna go to Game 7, and they're gonna win it in Florida. Look at the ice.
Look at all the rats.
Rats. Look at the rats on the ice.
You know, today I want to try some swim baits around some docks, look for some bigger bites. This tournament's going to boil down to obviously getting a couple bonus bites. You don't need many of them, you just need a couple to do real well in this tournament. You know, from what I saw yesterday, the issue that you have to be careful of is running the same old community hole stuff. And I say community hole, it's you look at it in your map and you can tell where, you know, there's going to be a school of fish, and those fish have seen a million different lures, swim baits, drop shots, top waters, and they definitely, you can get a bite, but it's hard to get multiple bites on one spot. So if you can find something along a straight stretch, something that doesn't stand out on the map, is kind of what I'm looking for. So I like what we found yesterday. Just need to find something a little more unique today. Yeah, this is just one of those tournaments. Again, 1 or 2 good bites a day whether it's a swim bait bite, whether it's a flipping bite, whether it's a special little spot bite. It's a big deal. I don't even think the boys are up. I think I just saw Canterbury move through the house. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna put this thing together. This is a Smith Lake puzzle. And it's kind of a neat tournament in a way because there's not a lot of history for an elite or any big tournament in June, basically July, here on Smith Lake. I mean, you look back at the history and you go, you know, what is this lake produced this time of the year? In the past, there is no history. So we're a little bit of uncharted waters. So we got 40 yesterday. 40 fish catches. You ready? You redone? Ready. I'm ready for y'all to move out of my way. I've been up for an hour waiting.
What's your hurry?
I mean, the fish about to start biting here in a minute. They're starting busting. We'll be schooling. We'll be buzz baiting.
You got to take out at 5 o'clock again today or something?
Yeah. Come in early. Play some pickleball tonight.
That's when you ought to go play pickleball in the morning when it's cool.
We should do it this morning.
And then go fish in the evening.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
They schooled really good yesterday evening.
Did they?
They're blowing up everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
What are you gonna do today?
Go bass fishing. Go try to find bass. Big ones. Big bass. I don't think they live here though. Well, big on this place is like, well, Lake Norman's better than this place. Lake Norman's way better than this place. Big here is like a 3-pounder right now. We'll find us a couple 3-pounders each day during the tournament. We'll be smooth sailing. Bye, McCoy.
You know, I think I've been to this lake 4 times or so. I've done pretty well. We were here a couple times for the spawn. That was fun. It's a real clear lake. Sight fishing this lake was a ball. And then another time I did real well here, chasing schoolers like I'm doing now, or at least schools of fish on those points with small swim baits, which I didn't throw that yesterday. Definitely need to chunk that around a little bit today. Really? Crazy. A lot of people have been wondering about this stuff. It helps see the bait. I bet I don't need it right now because I can see the bait just fine. But it adds an amazing amount of scent to the bait. And on techniques like this where these fish are coming up and looking at it, why not douse your bait with bait pop so they can smell it? A little of this flake falls off at times. All these little small little indicators. You can physically see it. You can physically smell it. When they get right behind this thing and they're sniffing it and smelling it, that extra little stuff is what helps this fish commit. I've seen it work time and time again. Right now, again, I'm not using it for the sonar side. I'm using it for the scent and for the flake. That little bit of flake in there. I used the silver on this particular one here, on this little minnow, and that looks perfect. Looks really good, bait pop. So obviously we'll drop a link in the description, guys. Check it out. They have different colors. They have a brand new color right now, red, which is awesome for the summertime. So like all of your red bug worms, things like that, it matches up really good on that. Got one, that's a good one too. That's a real good one. Oh yeah. Nice fish, dude. Nice fish. That's nice. Two-pounder. All right, guys, caught one keeper today so far. I'm not sure if I cleared my clip or not on a couple of the ones that I missed. We had a couple different schools come up that I saw my graph and threw over there, and had some decent ones actually hit the bait. I'm trying a different bait now, but you know, I could physically see them, and they were good keepers. They weren't giants, but they were good keepers. So I'm kind of glad I didn't catch them, to be honest with you, because I mean, this is one of those deals where you don't want to sit here and catch all of them. You want to catch them for the tournament. My deal is right now is just trying to find out a couple places where a better group of fish are, a better grade of fish, and then B, what baits are they reacting to more consistently, or what options work, because there's certain lures that just don't really react to, and then there's some that just increases your chances. Nah.
Caught any keepers today?
One 2-pounder. Yeah. I hadn't even seen that many.
I mean, literally, like, this is what pisses me off about this tournament. Somebody's just going to get on a channel bank, okay? And you've seen these guys just sitting like 50 yards off the channel banks, just going down the bank.
Huh.
Yeah, they're going to get on one of them and catch 13 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid.
Have you gotten bit on just those bluffy channel banks?
Couple.
Yeah. I've been focusing on them, but there's a fish. That's a big one.
Probably not even a bass.
One underneath it. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna turn around and go back the other way. Seem to be reacting pretty good to this combination right now, for sure. So that head, I had another one on. felt really big, but pulled off. It could have been something else. It was a single fish. Tell you, I'll say this, that cooler right there, like when it's normal weather, you don't think about a cooler that much because it's 60 degrees or something. But in the summer, if I didn't have that in the boat, I wouldn't be able to stay out here all day. You couldn't hold ice in this boat. I mean, look, the coolers in these boats are not made for holding that much ice. I mean, they would have melted. Having that ice in there like that, and his drink's super cold, amazing.
You know I like sour candy. Open your mouth.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Just open your mouth. There you go. Hold it open.
Like a bird.
Just
What
hold,
do you
just,
know?
just
Hold
hold
on.
it. Just hold it open. It's
Dude,
quick.
I've had,
Don't be a wimp.
no way, dude. No,
I've been killing them in the car.
what is it?
Super sour drops.
Here, I'll do it.
You gotta squeeze from the side. He didn't even put none in there. That's one drop. There you go. That a boy. Is that not delicious?
That's good.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That
Want
is
some,
like-
McCoy?
No.
Here,
No,
McCoy.
I'm good.
Come here, McCoy.
Good. Tastes like, man, I tell you what, I'm gonna start calling, you know what your nickname's gonna
Ooh,
be?
that's good. Sour.
It's not Peepaw.
y'all.
Candyman. I mean, that's exactly like you're throwing, except it doesn't have that little notch tail. That's the size head, right? Throwing a 1/4 ounce?
It might be a 3/16. See, it might be a quarter.
I mean, that's a 1/4.
My oldest daughter, Reese, would be jealous. She loves the Warhead spray. I've never had these before, but they're delicious.
I got one for you.
Super sour double drops.
Here, since you had me eat one, try something.
What is that?
Open your mouth.
Now let me see what it is first.
Mackinac. It's Mackinac.
What, with hot sauce on it or something?
No.
Hey, just open the box.
Let me look at it.
Here. Okay, eat 3 of them.
You eat 3.
No, you go ahead.
I'll eat 1.
Eat 3. They're good. Sour.
Oh, that's not sour. Did I do this? That's sour. Woo! Heart. That can't be good for you.
I'm putting 4-pound line on.
Oh, that's your
3-pound line.
phone. Where's my phone? All right.
We'll try these little dudes tomorrow. These little lifelike. These ultra clear lakes like this, sometimes you just have to. These fish are picky, so you just gotta keep rolling through different baits and try to find something that they react to. It's not a matter of finding the fish because they're everywhere. It's just a matter of finding something that they react to, whether it's the presentation. What you got to pay attention to the line diameter. Like I'm actually throwing 7. I didn't throw 7 a bunch today, but I've rigged up all my rods with 7-pound line, P-line, fluorocarbon. You want to play with different kinds of baits, different kinds of fall rate. I there's all these little things, but once you get it dialed in, then all of a sudden it's like boom, 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 boom. So, you know, tomorrow we're gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm liking what I found so far, especially yesterday. Today wasn't great, but I did find some fish today. I found a couple areas that had a good concentration of them too. Even though I didn't catch any, I had several fish hit my baits, and physically could see some of them. So, you know, Matt had a pretty good practice day today, doing the same thing. It is what it is right now, guys. So, got one more day of practice. Get up in the morning early, get after it, see if we can unlock something special. So, good night. It's events like this, it's days like this that you appreciate good clothing and the technical aspects of what you wear. Of course, I wear the AFCO brand. You know, what's AFCO stand for? It's American Fishing Tackle Company, and they make everything. Obviously, they're known for their shirts and their clothing, but they make knives, they make pliers, they make all kind of stuff. A lot of components for rods and reels, but they've really changed the game. I mean, honestly, I mean, look at this, guys. Having that ability to cover myself on the water is huge. It's been 100 degrees every day here, not much wind, and I've been comfortable. I've been able to stay out there all day long and perform at the highest level. So preparing yourself with good clothes is a very, very important part of summertime fishing. So this is the Reaper technology. It's awesome. It's lightweight, it's super breathable. And, you know, long sleeves, or believe it or not, are actually keep you cooler than the sun just beating down. And the shorts, real lightweight shorts, you know, they dry well, they stay cool. Anyways, this is my AFCO fit, and it is important. It is awesome job, guys. Honestly, AFCO's done a fantastic job, not only picking the right materials, but listening to their customers, and that's important, you know. And we're gonna put this up today, and we're gonna get focused. We're gonna go find wind and fish today. That is the plan. We're going ninja mode. At the ramp. Dang. He's spitting up worms. That's crazy. He spit up a finesse worm. Didn't take long. On a new bait too. That's awesome. It's gonna be a scorcher today. Weather, no wind today. 1 mile an hour, look at this. It's gonna get up to 8 miles an hour today at 1 o'clock, which is good. That's really gonna help the bite. So this is AccuWeather. On Bass Forecast, it has AccuWeather as well, so you can kind of check what's going on. You can watch the barometric pressure, which there's not much of that going on right now. It looks pretty flat. There's no storms or fronts coming in, which do make a difference actually. 2 miles an hour, no rain today. All right, just some good information. And here's the thing. Look, I already have most of these baits tied on, but it allows me to kind of, you know, think to myself, like a Carolina rig. I actually thought about that today because I did catch a few fish the last couple days that had been spitting up some crawfish. And so a Carolina rig's a great, you know, or a football jig is a great bait for that. And when I hit rock, it says Ned rig, drop shot, crawl tube, which is perfect. Deep diving crankbait, obviously. So, yeah. Pretty cool stuff. And you can just save the lakes. Obviously, there's Okeechobee, Plattsburgh, Leesburg, New Baltimore. That's up at Lake St. Clair. Clayton, New York. Used it there as well. Lake Yantis is Lake Fork. So, yeah. And the other thing about this is if you download the app and you upgrade to Pro, you get $20 to spend at Tackle Warehouse. That's right. You get a gift card to Tackle Warehouse, $20. So it's not a better deal out there, basically. You upgrade to Pro and you get $20. That's awesome. And, yeah, there's lots of information at your fingertips with this. And the other part of it is you've got 10 days of forecasting. And it will actually give you some alerts to kind of give you an update of what's going on as well. So there's all kind of cool things in this app. And lots of new things are coming down the pipe as well. So check it out. All right, got another one. That's a good spot. Look at that spot. Look at that one, boys. That's a good one, dude. I don't need to like throw at these things. Yeah. Wow. Okay, thank you. All right, bye. 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 Oh, man. I got another one. That's another probably keeper. That is crazy, dude. Look at them all. Look at them all out there. I mean, I've never seen this many fish, dude. There's like 1,000 of them. Like, not even kidding, 1,000. Look at that. Watch. Look. All those. 110 feet out. All the way. There's 80 feet of them. Wow. Okay. He smoked it. Whew, that's a dangerous one right there. Inches. These are not keepers, and I'm not sure there's keepers in that school, but we do have a little. I bought this bait right here in where did I buy it? Portugal. I don't have any idea what that thing's called, but I bought it at a tackle shop in Portugal. And I bought them just because, again, these are little baits. I wasn't sure, like, I might be able to use them, you know, one of these tournaments. So my wife's always getting on to me. She's like, you buy too much tackle. It's like they're tools. I don't know when I'm going to use them. This is like super situational type things. But that's unique, and it's something these fish hadn't seen, and it cast okay. Not great, but okay. Got one, baby. Okay, thanks, buddy. That's a little one, but there was a 50 of them there. I'm going down this bank here, even though this looks steep, it shelves out. I'm trying to find a section that maybe has some fish on it that it's not so obvious, you know what I mean? Like you look at this bank, it doesn't look all that impressive other than just the, see there's a couple big marks right there. The other thing is you got to pay attention, like at 100 feet I can see them good, but it's a wider deal. So as I get closer, I'm going to get more accurate. Very important. I can throw at 100 feet, but the cone is so much wider at 90 to 100 feet. That feels like a better fish, but I'm not sure. Thank you, buddy. Some confidence booster. Oh yeah, nice spot. Again, so let me explain what I'm talking about. This is a really good tip. So you see fish, like right there, I see fish at 90, 80, 90 feet. So it's in a cone. So at 90, 100 feet, the cone is a lot wider than at 50 feet. It's half the width. So as it gets closer and you see them, then you know that that's more dead straight on than at 100 feet. It could be 20 feet wide, possibly, where the fish are. So your bait lands what you think straight, but it's not necessarily straight. So here's some right here on this cable. So I like to maybe make the cast at 70. I can start to see, and then also as you pan around, you want to look to see when it gets the brightest. You'll pan, it'll be faint, and then it'll get bright, and then it gets faint, and then you pan, it gets faint, and then it gets bright, and that's your center, obviously. Got it, got it, got it, got it. He feels dull. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I might have found the good ones. I might have found some good ones. Oh god, yeah, nice spot. 2.5 pounder. 2.5. On the little minnow. He's a good. Okay. That changes things. That changes things. Yeah, it's a 3 pounder. 3 pounder right there. All right. Thank you, buddy. Okay. Means I need to go look around some more. Wow. I got a big one. That's him on the bottom. He's in 35 foot of water and can't get him up. He's 50 feet out. 30 foot on the bottom. Here he comes. Here he comes. Golly, dude. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Let's see him. Let's see him. Oh, big. Oh, my. Oh, wow. No, guys. Guys, hold on a minute. That is big. That is freaking monstrous, dude. Guys, look at this thing. Look at this. Guys, that's a big striper. I don't have any idea what this thing weighs, but however big stripers get is how big this thing is. However big they get is how big this thing is. Okay. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at the mouth. All right, we got to get it back in the water. See if we can't. Okay. We're gonna try to revive him. That's big. Okay. That wore me out. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how big that striper is. 30 pounds? 40 pounds? I mean, it felt like 40 pounds. Maybe it was bigger. It was from my waist to the ground. 3 days of practice, guys, on this pond has been put hair on your chest, that's for sure. I mean, I don't know what I had today, 10 pounds again. I really don't know, man. I really don't. I didn't really experiment with a lot of different things. That's probably gonna hurt me. But, I mean, obviously you could win it doing the minnow thing and throwing some top water. But Smith Lake's tough in the summertime. Summertime fishing can be one of the more difficult times, obviously. Usually it doesn't take a bunch of weight. It's gonna just, I need to be consistent in this tournament. Got a good boat number tomorrow, boat 9. We're gonna get out there and start on that one spot, hopefully, and hopefully catch 5 decent fish. And then after that, we're just gonna go plunk around, see if we can't scrounge up a pretty good bag of fish. It'd be nice to catch 13, 14 pounds a couple days in a row. Make the Saturday and make the Sunday and get this ship turned around. Time to head in.
We'll get a quick pickleball game going.
No, you won't.
Dudley had 34.
Canterbury, he needs a break from pickleball. He had a rough night at it. But he went undefeated against McCoy, though.
I did. I'm undefeated in singles.
Canterbury, you're too competitive.
Yeah, she's what she says.
Is it?
She won't play with me. See, he spits them back in there. That's why that one's wet, you ate.
I didn't spit it back in there.
I know that. It was wet.
Look at that.
The inside.
You should.
I think that's what happened. I thought it was a joke.
I'll be
No.
put them back in there.
Those fruit things are pretty good, that dried fruit.
Oh, I love watching the men speed it up. The women will do it too. The men are just like, quite a bit faster.
That little touch.
Oh. And then it's like, and then every age brackets there's like a 10-year gap. But then once you pass 50, it's like 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79. You know.
Oh, you get in that 50 here for long.
Right.
You're still a good ways off though. How old are you now?
43.
Oh yeah, you're in that 40
That's
to
why
49.
I'm training to play senior
By the
pro.
time you get 50, you'll be a 5.0.
Well, I might go backwards.
I'm
You'll
an
be better
05.
than that.
I'm an 05.
0.5.
Yeah. It's a little different.
I'm a 1.3.
Pellet ice right next to McCoy. Y'all want a drink? Or
The trash can.
I just don't want to go to like some country barber that's never cut like.
No,
got?
go to a,
Fish.
To a hair
Compliments to
salon.
Mr. Trey.
Let me reach out.
That was crappie though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Crappie.
Uh-huh.
Those are big fillets for crappie.
I mean, look.
Red Lake's got big crappie in it.
I mean, that's crappie fillets?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that was a 2-pound crappie.
I've never
right
eaten
there.
a bass.
Every bit of 2.
You can't say that anymore.
Probably more like 3.5.
I can't what?
You can't say that again.
You think that was bass?
That you've never eaten a bass. Well, I clean crappie. They don't look like that.
Hey, we gotta try something different.
Let the people decide. Look at the size of the fillet and the shape of the fillet. How many people that see that can tell what that is?
That's a Smith Lake crappie.
It's like a fine fillet.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It looks like chicken to me.
Yeah, it's chicken.
Well, here's the deal. We needed to switch it up a little bit this year, so they deserve that. This year, I've had some good tournaments, and I've had obviously some bad ones too. Wheeler, I didn't discover anything special at Wheeler, and I haven't really discovered anything super special here. Now, I feel like I'm on more of a pattern here as far as what everybody's going to be doing. I feel like what I'm doing is just 5 good bites away from having a great tournament. Are there big ones where I'm fishing? 100%. But you know, it's like we're going to be this close every time I throw at a school of fish to catching them. And sometimes we catch them, sometimes we don't. A lot of those fish just don't feed. A lot of those fish just kind of give you a fins up. You know what I'm saying? They're like brake check you. These fish are like professional brake checkers, dude. They run right up on your stuff and stop. So we figured out a few things today. I've got some confidence in some areas, and I'm boat 9 tomorrow. So guys, I think I'm gonna have a good tournament. I really do. I'm gonna stay focused. We've got all day tomorrow to do it. We've got all day Friday to do it, and let's get out of here with a payday. Let's try to pull off something special here. These tournaments here are the ones that if I do just a couple things right, it changes the trajectory of this entire season. So guys, that's it. We're going to bed. We got to get up literally at 3:30 in the morning, and we're going to start a whole new video. So please come back, watch the next video in the series. It's going to be day 1 and 2. Bassmaster Elite here, Smith Lake, guys. We will see you. Good night. Love ya. Bam!